If your life was a movie, what incident would make everyone want to tear their hair out? When my fiancé Jack and I went on our first ever date 8 years ago, I lied about the fact I had a 4-year-old son. I was 20 and afraid he'd run for the hills, so when he asked me how I felt about kids, I lied through my teeth. I retched in disgust and said I never wanted any, because they were expensive and I was too young. He seemed nervous about my response, and I noticed him tuck a charm bracelet farther beneath his sleeve. He then agreed and said, "Same. It's so hard to find someone who also doesn't intend on having kids," as he raised his glass to toast. We clinked and laughed about it, although inside I was dying. Jack insisted on walking me home that night, and I felt anxious the whole way as my mom was babysitting. Once we got to my door, I thanked him for dinner and said he could go, but being a gentleman, he insisted on bringing me upstairs. That's when everything went wrong. I unlocked the door extremely nervously, and as soon as it was just a crack open, I felt someone yanking it. It was my 4-year-old son, smiling at me and screaming, "Mommy, you're home!" Jack looked stunned as he said, "Wait, what?" That's when I knew it was time to confess. I picked my son up and turned to Jack. "Look, I haven't had a successful date in the past 4 years because I'm a mother, but the truth is, this little guy is my world. I love him more than anything, but I really like you too, and I'd love to see you again. I'm really sorry for lying." I expected him to turn around and storm out, but instead he just blushed and chuckled. He then pulled up his sleeve and showed me that same charm bracelet he tucked away earlier. It had the name Sophia on it. "My daughter made me this," he smiled.